Hello, it's Vic. I've just been driving along and I was totally inspired to just quickly do a live. So it's weird because I always get oh my gosh, I need to tell them this while I'm driving along. So I've pulled over safely, and in case you're wondering what this is, I've just chucked my coat into the window to stop any shadows. So today I wanted to talk to you about maybe what there's certain things about maybe why you can't lose weight despite all your efforts, despite the exercise you're doing, that you're eating clean. Hey Tash, you're eating clean, everything else. Could this be the reason? What I'm going to talk to you about, could this be the reason why? So before I do that, I wanted to talk to you about the misconception that we've all been told about calories in, calories out, and weight loss. So if you've been told weight loss is as simple as it's about the calories in, calories out, if you have less calories in, than you use, then you're going to lose weight. You've been misinformed. Okay, it's totally flawed. Of course, there is a place for that, and that does come into place. You know that it's part of the jigsaw, but you have been misinformed. It's so much more than that. So the whole calorie in, calorie out thing is so outdated. It's so old now. It's like back in the 60s and 70s when they told us not to eat fat. No, you should go on fat-free, and everyone started to eat fat-free things. They didn't eat fat in their diet, and what happened? Everybody got fat. Not only that, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia, everything else just went through the roof because of the importance of fat in the diet and how important fat is for the brain. All these brain disorders are absolutely through the roof now. So it's like that in terms of it's outdated. And here's the crazy thing, right? It takes 17 years from when new research is found, new evidence is found. It can take up to 17 years for that information to be passed down into your doctor's office, which is a bit crazy, but hey ho. Okay, so wanted to talk to you about, could this be the reason why you are not losing weight? I'm going to come back to the calories in, calories out in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to be talking to you about something called dysbiosis. Okay, I'm going to come back to the dysbiosis in a minute. Basically, stay with me a second. Basically, think about this. In our bodies, inside your body and on the body, we have somewhere in the region of 100 trillion microbes. That's 100 trillion bacteria that live with us, live in our body. Not only do they live with us, they are friends. They are what make us. Okay, they think about it as, okay, let me roll it back. Basically, in terms of percentage wise of us being people, human, and the bacteria that live in us, we are 90% bacteria. We are, and 10% people, 10% human. Now that bacteria plays a vital role not only in your health but keeping you alive. Without that bacteria, we're dead. We just cease to exist. They're absolutely so important to health and to life and to all the different functions and all the different systems that we have in the body. Okay, so the ratio is 85% good bacteria and 15% bad bacteria. Okay, so this is your good bacteria, 85%, 15% bad bacteria. That is a healthy ratio. This is where we are thriving. Okay, we are well, we're healthy, we're thriving, all the systems are working in proper order, we're in homeostasis, the balance is perfect. Okay, but what happens is this bacteria can get out of balance. Okay, and this can happen. Your good bacteria goes like this and your bad bacteria goes like this. Now when this happens, this is called dysbiosis. And when your body's in dysbiosis, it's because you've got an imbalance in your microbiome. So your microbiome is basically, that's what it's called. Your microbiome is all your bacteria, your 100 trillion microbes. Okay, so think of it like this. This is your baddie bacteria. Sorry, no, it's not. This is your goodie bacteria. This is your baddie bacteria. So we're thriving, we're feeling amazing, everything's working properly, the metabolism's working properly, everything is great. Now things can change this ratio. And what can happen when you go into this is what does happen when you go into dysbiosis, is this, right? This. Okay, so now all of the bad bacteria, you've got more bad bacteria than you have good. Now don't forget, your good bacteria is what keeps you healthy, it's what keeps you alive, it's what keeps you well. So this is really not a good place to be. So things like sugar is a big one that can cause your bad bacteria to grow. Okay, sugar, too much sugar, processed food, stress is a massive one for changing the gut microbiome. Okay, it's a massive one. When this happens, everything goes absolutely crazy, everything in your body, because your good bacteria, or this bacteria, regulates all the systems. It makes everything else in your body work in proper order, including your metabolism, everything. So when this is happening, your good bacteria can't do the job because they're overwhelmed by the bad bacteria. So when you're out of balance like this, everything else goes out of balance. So this kind of dysbiosis, this being out of balance, is related to so many things. It's related to autoimmune disease. It's related to, you know, fibromyalgia, lupus, diabetes, or your IBS. If you've been told you've got IBS, which the majority of people have been told you've got IBS or you've got an IBD or whatever. For me personally, I'm not telling you to do this. I have to say that as a disclaimer. I'm just saying what I would do personally. Address my microbiome. That's what I would do personally, okay? So there's so many different things. Brain fog, aches and pains, joint pain, fatigue. You know, that's a massive one. That's a real symptom of dysbiosis. And a biggie is not being able to lose weight despite how hard you try, despite the fact that you're doing exercise, despite the fact that you're eating clean, you just can't lose weight. You can't. In this environment, you can't. It's as simple as that. Never mind the calories in, calories out. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Okay, it's not going to happen. Okay, I want you to liken trying to lose weight when you're in a state of dysbiosis is like, it's like trying to fill up a bucket of water that's got a hole in the bottom of the bucket. It's not going to happen. You're just going to keep pouring the water in, pouring the water in. It will never fill up because it's got a hole in the bottom. No matter, you know, you're doing the right thing. You're pouring the water in the bucket, not out the bucket. You're doing the right thing, okay? But it's not going to happen because it's got a hole in the bottom. So what you need to do first is fix that hole. Once you've sealed that hole, then you can pour the water in and you'll get your result. It's the same as weight loss when you're in this state, when your microbiome is out of balance, okay? It's not going to happen no matter how hard you try, no matter your exercise, your food, everything else. You need to fix your microbiome. Just like you fix the hole in the bucket, you need to fix your microbiome in order to get the result you want of weight loss. One of the other things, a massive thing about having your microbiome out of balance is cravings, right? So sugar cravings. So, you know, like when you're sat there and you're like, oh my God, I'm just dying for some chocolate. I just need some chocolate, or I want a Diet Coke, or I want, you know, just having those cravings. So here's the crazy thing, you ready? If you're like this, when you get that craving, when you're dying for a blinking cinnamon grahams, Vicky T, or whatever, right? You're having that craving. Guess what? It's not you that's craving the food. It's these little buggers. These little buggers are craving the food. So when you go, oh my gosh, and I need some sugar, I need some chocolate, I need some this, I need some that, it's these that need it. It's these that are making the craving. And of course, when you give in to that craving, you feed these, right? And what happens then? These multiply and they're like this. They're like this, completely ruling the roost in you. So, bottom end, if you're one of those people who are trying everything you can to release weight and live that fit and healthy lifestyle, if you're one of those people who are experiencing brain fog and fatigue and you can't be bothered to do anything, aches and pains, and you've got no diagnosis or anything like that, if that's you, I would really encourage you to do your own research, okay? Do your own due diligence. You don't have to take my word on this, of course. Do your own due diligence. So no matter what it is, do a research on dysbiosis and anxiety, for example. That's another massive symptom of dysbiosis. Dysbiosis and anxiety, dysbiosis and weight loss, dysbiosis and fibromyalgia, dysbiosis and sleep disorders, whatever it is that you're finding a challenge at the moment, do your own research, honestly. Excuse me one sec, a little thing come up. Do your own research and you will see for yourself, okay? So basically, get your microbiome back in balance to 85%, 15%. Honestly, these are your friends. This is what keeps you alive. This is what keeps you healthy. Honestly, you need to really love and take care of these in order for the rest of your body and all your systems in your body to work effectively and for you to have optimum health, okay? So, if there's anything, if you want to find out any more about dysbiosis or about how you can reset your microbiome, how you can get this back, just shoot me a message or, leave a comment below or send me a text message. My phone number's on the Full Out Living Facebook page. And obviously I'll do all that I can to help you get that, because obviously I want you to be living a bloody amazing life that's full of health and vitality and clarity of mind, and get rid of that weight that you want to release, that you've been trying so hard to release, okay? If you do get in touch, fab, I'll do everything that I can. But even if you don't get in touch, it doesn't matter. What I want to say is I hope that this video has kind of helped you to understand the possible reason why your efforts aren't coming to fruition. And I hope it's given you hope that actually there is a way, because honestly, it doesn't have to be like this. So many people right now live like this, live with weight that they cannot lose. They live with anxiety. They're living with brain fog, with fatigue, with joints and pains. Guess what my doctor said to me when I went a couple of weeks ago? With headaches. That might be just your thing. Maybe that's just your thing. You've got to learn to live with it. Hello? No. So what am I doing? Reset my microbiome. How am I feeling? Freaking amazing. So anyway, I'm going to go. Get in touch if you want to know more. Don't get in touch if you don't want to. Either way, I hope that this video has given you bloody hope that it doesn't have to be like this. There is a way out, okay? I'm actually on my way to a microbiome meeting, which I'm so excited about. So have a fab day. Mwah. And I will see you soon. Okay, bye.